How you doing? John Del Vecchio here from Street Skills, and I'm sitting next to my brand new 2019 Honda Grom. Just picked it up 2 days ago, and I picked up this bike to use in parking lots, to do demonstrations on, teach people the secret weapon, roll it up, trail braking technique with this motorcycle. And if you think it can't be done, stop out and see me. When I bring a bike home, one of the first things I look at is the play in the throttle. For some reason, it seems like the dealers, I don't know, they don't take the time to do it, or the manufacturers want this setting to be extra large or whatnot. But I find that I usually have to adjust the throttle cables immediately when I get a motorcycle. Now, that's really important if you want to be a precision rider, especially if you're going to be using the brake to throttle transitions and trail braking. You don't want to turn the throttle and have nothing happen, and then all of a sudden have it catch. That's going to lead to abruptness, and it's just not proper in my mind. During my on-road coaching tours, when I bring up to the participants that they should check their throttle play, they look at me like I'm a little bit kind of from outer space. They never thought of checking it. And oftentimes they go right up to their motorcycle and they check it and they show me and they say, is this too much? And I think it is in a lot of cases. And I say, look, don't worry about it, do the best you can today. But this is something that if you can't do yourself, you're really going to want to maybe bring it into a shop. Now, let me show you how I'm going to adjust the throttle on this fancy little Grom here. Now, just so you can get a close-up on this, I just want to show you how much play is in this. So watch my hand. You can see all that movement, nothing. I like it to catch a little bit sooner than that. So we're going to try to take some of that play out. Right now, this is the play that I have. Now, most motorcycles that I've owned have had a fine-tuning set of screws here. The Grom is a very basic motorcycle, and so there's a connection of these cables that pull it forward and backwards, and they go all the way down to, I would imagine, the throttle bodies, and it opens and closes those throttle bodies. That's where the majority of your settings take place for your cables, and then usually you fine tune it here. On this motorcycle, I'm gonna have to go down below and adjust them down there. If you own a Grom, you're gonna have to take this cover off with just one screw right here, because it's kind of protected from the elements there. I don't really have to worry too much about taking the body panels off here, because there you can see where the cables come in. There's adjustment screws in the front and rear. I'm just gonna maybe work on this one right here in the back. This might be a little tight. You can actually see when I go to roll on the throttle, but listen, it hits the stop. And so I feel pretty comfortable. You can see there's a little bit of a snag before it comes up. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I think this is kind of right where I want it. And you know, again, you might not want to do yours as close as this. And of course, now I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna run the motorcycle and turn the handlebars left and right and see if it does any tugging. And now you can see after tightening it up, there's no play in the throttle at all. It's right there. Now I hear that throttle closing. So I know that I got nice springiness. Now if I turn it full lock this way, the cables are nice and straight. Most motorcycles you go sort of on the inside, you might have to muscle a little bit, but watch what happens. Once you straighten out, it snaps right back, okay? Now let's see what happens with the throttle when I turn the bars, just to make sure that we don't have any binding. Nice and precise. Left, right, full lock, and no pulling of the throttle cable. Good to go. And right there, as soon as I crack that thing, you can hear it. No play in the throttle. I love it. So that's it. Quick adjustment on the throttle of the Honda Grom. Do it to your bike. Take it in for service if you need to, because you shouldn't really have that really loose throttle. I mean, you don't want to over tighten it. You can run into trouble. Be careful with that. But nothing is more satisfying, especially for the secret weapon, and our brake throttle transitions for trail braking, then having a precise throttle and brake hand for that motion. So I'm looking forward to seeing people out on the road with my bikes, little and big. Thanks a lot. Take care.